Hello everyone, and welcome to this meeting of the annoying Mario enemies. I am your host Hammer Barrow, specifically the version from the original Mario Brothers from the Nintendo Entertainment System, and I am arguably one of the most iconic annoying Mario enemies in the franchise. Today you will be meeting a whole slew of annoying Mario enemies that make people facing them want to pull their hair out like yank. Anyways, since you are early and I am the only one here as of yet, I may as well take this time to explain who I am and what I do.
I don't give a fuck what you do.
Shut the fuck up. Out of context clip from a Joe Pesci prank call. Nobody asked your fucking opinion. Anyways, my hobbies consist of hopping around with my brother, hence the name, in a series of platforms and taking hammers out of my ass like Eddie Dildos to throw at Mario when he approaches, and occasionally hopping in the air and or between different altitude platforms to give the player the illusion they can run past me below, at which point me and my brother usually throw a perfectly timed hammer to stop them in their tracks, and even making them take damage if they don't run out of the way in time, a fact which is not helped by my brother's jump patterns being completely unpredictable. I can be defeated by a jump attack like stomp left square bracket stomp, but this is beyond risky, as like the jump pattern, the hammer throwing patterns of me and my brother is completely unpredictable, which means I almost always pull a hammer out of my ass, just as you are about to land in my head and defeat me, which causes you to take damage like ouch and throw the controller in rage like throw, and considering that the maximum number of hits you can take in the original Mario Brothers is doing power-ups and extra lives are often in relatively short supply. You can see how this is a major issue. Now you might think you can just take your time and wait for a good opening, but this is anything but true, because a little known fact is that if you wait too long with me on screen without defeating me, 110 or so in-game seconds or about 45 actual seconds, I will stop hopping around in place and actively start walking towards you, as this clip clearly shows. Of course, if you're playing Mario Brothers The Lost Levels, act the real Mario 2, as opposed to the American port of Doki Doki Panic, I will just cut the middleman out and chase you immediately. So, whether or not you wait for the perfect opening or just run at me immediately, you're figuratively fucked so hard it goes anyways, it seems like our guests are here. Hey guests, want to introduce yourselves before our celebratory orgy commemorating how we have made 1 billion people throw their controllers down in rage?
Sure thing, Hammer Brothers. Hello there, my name is Anto, and I am an enemy from the aforementioned Doki Doki Panic as well as the American Mario Brothers 2 version of it, whose guard skis you need to get to the next area of many levels. When you enter a room I'm in, I will not move to attack you, causing you to let your guard down and think nothing is after you. However, the moment you pick up the key I'm guarding, I will shake on the wall and then break free and start flying through the air after you so fast it goes soy. The reason I do this is because the key is my super swell butt plug, which I use in orgies like the one I am about to have with me and other annoying enemies, and whenever anyone tries to take it from me I get so pissed I'll go and try to kill the one who dared to take it from me. Anyways, if I touch you while in this state you will take a hit and will die, if that is your last get point. Fighting me is futile, as I am completely immune to any form of attack, save a glitch that occurs if you collect 5 big vegetables to stop time and simultaneously collect enough cherries to make an invincibility star appear and touch me while you're invincible. You also cannot run away, as when I chase you like chase, I move faster than you and can move through walls, disappear and fly, cause I'm much more unique than the other guys. Okay, maybe I cannot disappear, but the Danny Phantom theme song reference was just begging to be made there. Anyways, I can even pursue you through other rooms, if you still have the key in your possession, when you enter them, so don't think a pantry door will save you, as was the case in Signs. The only saving grace is that I only chase you when you are holding the key and start flying away the moment you drop it, so what you can do is drop it whenever I get close and I will not actually be able to get to you. What's more, a little known FSCT is that I actually stay off screen for an amount of time proportional to the amount of time you leave a key dropped, so what the uploader usually does is just drop the key whenever he enters a room for like 5 seconds before picking it back up again and making a mad dash to the exit, and this usually is enough to keep him from being attacked by me, and of course, if I do reappear on screen, you can just drop the key again for 5 or so seconds and repeat until you get to the locked door and use the key on it, which will stop me from chasing you anymore. Anyways, let's go on to the next enemy.
Hello, I am a fire chomp from Mario Brothers 3 and I am a piece of work who flies through the air with a trail of fireballs after him, and spits them at you at fixed intervals. In an attempt to roast your nuts like burn 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 burn, and what's more, once I have spit all of the fireballs behind me at you I start flashing and moving towards your location, and will explode a couple seconds later in an attempt to damage you like boom 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 boom. Now granted, these alone are not what makes me an annoying enemy, as my fireballs and explosion attacks move relatively slowly, and I am easily bested by a stomp attack like jump 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 ju 7 jump 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 jump. Point. However, what makes actually dodging them difficult in practice is the fact that a lot of times you face me, it is in an auto-scroll level, and or a level where there are many bottomless pits around, which means that A, there is less land you can use to dodge my attacks, making it more likely you will be hit, and B, there is a risk you will fall into one of the bottomless pits and die from trying to dodge me, or in the case of level 5-6 or L5-9, will miss a crucial jump needed to get to the next platform before the auto-scroll catches up with you and finishes you. And what's more, even in levels where you face me which are not scrolling, and like more enemies I do not stay dead if you defeat me, but will instead constantly respawn if you enter my spawn area no matter how many times you have beaten me, which makes finishing me off for good totally impossible. Anyways, let's move on to the next annoying enemy.
Hello, my name is Charging Chuck, also known as Charging Fuck from Super Mario World. I am a scumbag, donned in protective football gear, and I mean American football and not European football, and I like to do a variety of annoying things to the player as they attempt to beat the levels, ranging from throwing baseballs in a straight straight line at them, which can be a real bitch, in tubular where a single hit causes you to fall to your doom, to chucking rocks at them like toss to jumping in the air and clapping to match their jump so they cannot pass like clap to splitting into 3 copies when they push and having all the copies attack them like chase, to even shouting like to warn sleeping fish enemies that you are near so they wake up and give chase. And as if that wasn't bad enough, I take multiple hits to defeat unless you use a cape feather and can run super fast after you as and jump really high and across large gaps, so trying to just run away from me is not often an option unless you manage to dodge me without hitting me and prompting me to chase you. There are many words to describe how much of a piece of work I am, but I think some call me Johnny's recurring meme uses to designate me whenever I show up in his game reviews captures it best.
What an asshole!
Yes, I think that about sums it up. And speaking of assholes, I think it's about time we get on with the orgy, Hammer Brothers. I rock protection and everything, and not just the football kind you.
Yes indeed, let's get on with the—
Hold on, you haven't heard from me yet.
Goddamn it Goomba, assuming God is a thing in the Mario universe, we've told you 1,000 times already, you don't qualify as annoying.
Oh come on. I'm too annoying, I'm all over the place and you cannot escape me.
You have some semblance of a point, but the answer is still no. I mean you're persistent, but you're weak as fuck, as you can be defeated in a single stomp attack and never respawn. I mean sure, technically the same can be said of me, but at least I have a fucking projectile attack to assault the enemy with and defend myself, and I don't literally walk back and forth with no ability to jump and in most games making no attempt to even stop Mario. I mean really, how many people have actually lost even one life to you? How can you claim to be annoying when you're super easy to just avoid, unless the devs put you in a cheap spawn location, but bad enemy placement doesn't count, because that's just low-level design, not a testament to how annoying you, as an enemy are. Plus, if you put any of us in the same cheap location the player would have just as much, if not more trouble avoiding us. Regardless, you cannot join our orgy Goomba, so in the words of the Pube Muppet, fuck off and let us be.
You fucking sons of bitches. I'm going to talk to your manager about this.
Oh, so are you trying to emulate a Karen, or I guess Ken, since you're male? Admittedly that would make you annoying but it doesn't work like that. Plus, need I remind you we all have the same quote-unquote manager, Dozer, the super sexually swell king of the Koopas, and suffice to say, I doubt he will really give a fuck what a World 1 enemy has to say against a World 8 one, since, if he valued you that much, why aren't you more prevalent later in the games you're in, barring reskins or modified subspecies?
Hey, you know what? Fuck you. I didn't want to fuck you guys anyway. Your hammer is too small for that hammer, bro. I'm going to get stuck between 2 pipes and then review games on the option to calm down.
Phew, thank goodness he's gone. Anyway, let's get on with the orgy before the aphrodisiac in those magic super mushrooms we ate wears off. Using hammer borrows hammers is still the same. Using the football protection charging fuck brought as protection against pregnancy. Using our collective hate for Mario. And still the same. The magic super mushrooms are making our dicks scroll like the lava in Bowser's castle make good lubricant. Using fire chomp as a living butt plug it as requested. The butt plug key Fando mentioned earlier also make a good cloud or well anyways the writer is running out of stuff to say so we'll just conveniently come at this moment to save him the trouble. Egg, that lost well. Egg, that lost well. Well anyways, me and the other enemies have to go and induce more gaming rage in innocent gamers in a level near you so goodbye and... Who is that guy running up to us with a captain's shirt and holding a gun? Wait, it's Tony Little. What are you doing here? We aren't out of trolls or years whose weather is so consistently annoying the uploader gets sick of it, so why are you here?
Yes, it is I, Tony Little, and to answer your question, the reason I am here is because I also hate stupid Mario enemies like you that cause people to get too pissed off to want to buy the gazelle and increase my sales. I mean, in some ways it might seem counterproductive, since people who rage quit games are more likely to watch other things, such as my infomercials, but mad people also treat my customer service recs like shit, and customer service is hard enough, as is so anything I can do to make the job easier is welcome. Also, I am here because the uploader just loves using me in his videos for some reason, and since he hasn't uploaded much in the past couple years he has to make up for lost time. He also likes making me say my classic intro speech, and on that note, hello, I am Tony Little, America's personal trainer, inventor of the Master 4000, leader of the Wishbone Resistance, and the Master of Annihilation. I have come here to stop you goddamn sons of bitches and no-account bastards, to quote a saying from the play owner's great-grandfather who he sadly never met, because, well, I guess already explained myself earlier so I won't trouble everyone by saying it again now. Now normally I'd give you a chance to reform, because I'm bound by the good guy code, but you have caused so much rage in innocent gamers over the years that screw that, you deserve to be wounded, just like that low-life bastard who impersonated Oscar Ferguson all those years ago and posted troll comments on random YouTube videos to defame the real Oscar. Man, hard to believe that was already over half a decade ago. Oh well, before the uploader has an existential crisis now I think it's high time to get on with the winning. Do you have any last words, before I end you?
Fuck off Tony Little in a non-sexual way. We wish to keep having massive sex orgies and pissing off gamers with our unpredictable attacks, erratic movement, high health, ability to move through solid objects, and ability to respond. And if you try to stop us we will force you to play through several custom Mario Maker stages where the creators spend us to make cheap challenge to unsuspecting players.
Well, that's just too fucking bad. Annihilation. You guys are the bane of the existence of so many gamers. Touching a cape feather and spamming it on you. Swish, 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 films in hacking into the coding of the games you're in to make it so none of you can respond when I'm done with you, as that would defeat the purpose of this. You like hammers so much, Hammer Brothers, here's another one for you. My massive 600-mile hammer smack 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 pissing on fire chomps fire to put him out. Soy doing something to Fanto, which uploader won't list because they cannot think of anything clever to say. Making Charging Chuck learn about gaming rage by forcing him to play Rivals and Kanbai's error in the advanced campaign of the original Advance Wars, the Ocarina of Time's Water Temple, manslaughter in Team Fortress 2 without a team to back him up, and every single Keizo stage ever made, which in a cruel twist of irony often used Charging Chuck's bag. That was swell.
Oh, we are dead. We hate you, Tony Little.
There, with those stupid enemies gone, the games they appear in will be much less frustrating for those playing them. And speaking of which, I have to go and play me some Super Mario World to celebrate. Goodbye my viewers. Buy the gazelle or I will force you to play Keizo Mario Stages 2.